Hello, wonderful people. How are you today? Today I'm talking in general, just about how we are, where we are, and what's going on in this world. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So how are you feeling these days? I think we're in really strange moments in this world. Very strange. This is kind of where I see us and where I feel that we are. So we're in this place where the bad stuff that was happening, like the really serious stuff, is over. Okay? And we're in this, it's almost like, you know, when a boat is, I can't remember the word for it, when it gets becalmed, I think. There's no wind, the old sailboats, and it just like got stuck, yeah, without any movement. That's kind of where I feel that we are. I don't know whether you share that feeling of like we're in this no man's land, like, ooh. Now, it's like the sense that something's coming, but not yet, okay? And something's happened, we've gone through that bit, and then it's like, what on earth are they planning? That's kind of like the feeling that I get. Now, what I'm aware of is that in the social scene of the truth department, there are tons and tons of videos all saying what's coming next. Yeah, and lots of people are spewing out lots of fear. Lots of this is going to happen. I don't know whether you follow the guy who does natural news. Now, Mike somebody, I think. Now, I used to follow him. He was excellent. And then I noticed that he started getting very, 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 very scary in what he used to say, and he still is. He pumps out this scare, and I don't know what that's about. But obviously I choose not to watch it now. I choose not to read his articles because they're quite sort of, end of world, Armageddon, tribulation type of thing. And I find that there are some people who are wanting us to get scared about it, about what they're planning. I heard just yesterday somebody here in Spain, I stopped watching him because again he started attacking people who believed in flat earth, like as though they were idiots. And I thought, well, I don't want to listen to you because who knows? Who are you to tell me what's true? You don't know either. And he was saying that they want to lock us down in 3 weeks. That's the plan, right? And I'm a little bit sort of tired of all of this. Were it true, if it were true, how is that going to help us? If we're going to worry about it for the next 3 weeks, how is it going to help us? So that's what I'm saying is kind of like we're in this lull, but with lots and lots of people saying, oh, look what's coming. Now, I've listened to a nice guy who does the horoscope here in Spain, Robert, and he is saying that at least for another couple of years, there's no way that we're going to go back to where we were because of the alignment of the stars. There just isn't, the baddies don't have the power. Now, that's the feeling that I get, that they just haven't got the power that they had, right? They expended, this whole thing, it used a lot of their energy. They really expended a lot of their resources, both financially and all kinds of stuff. I mean, loads of people have made lots of money, I've got to say, yeah, from that thing that happened. But I'm kind of looking at where we are now in terms of what's happening, the repercussions. So what I'm hearing is that, and seeing, is that there's lots of information coming out, about this and about the damage. And that is like an unstoppable train. Why is it an unstoppable train? Because it's dealing with people and people's lives. And I heard somebody who was on, like, not on a mainstream news, but on, I think, GB News, which is, I mean, it's got its detractors as well, but it's kind of like the side where people are going to saying, I don't want to watch the television, which I'm going to come to. I don't want to watch the television anymore. I'm going to go and listen to these. Do we trust them implicitly? No, of course we don't. But, however, we can take them as a guide of where we're going to, because I think these non-mainstream, even though perhaps, you know, they're infiltrated by the baddies too, they kind of lead the way a little bit. And this guy was saying there isn't a person on this earth, or at least in the UK he was talking about, who doesn't know somebody or know of somebody who's been damaged. Yeah, I mean, that is a tremendous amount of people. And certainly it's true in my case. I mean, I've got, my family's littered with damage. So that's where we are. And I think all of that has to come out. And I think they're planning on allowing it to come out at some point. It's got to come out, because it's like, how are you going to hide it? I mean, at the moment, they're trying to hide it beneath every carpet. You know, they're sweeping it under the carpet. Now we've got the sudden death syndrome that's happening everywhere. We've got heart attacks happening because of all of these weird reasons. I mean, it's just, they couldn't make up any more reasons for having heart attacks and stuff like that. But at some point, people are going to have to come to terms with that, and that's going to be a biggie. And I know we were talking about that, the emissaries were talking about that with the waves, you know, the waves of awakening, and that's a big one. And I think we're in it now. By the way, you know, the waves that they were talking about, they weren't waves, that sequential waves. They're all happening at the same time. Some people are going to wake up because of politics. Some people are going to be waking up because of this. Some people have woken up because of the COVID. Some people are going to be waking up because of government. You know, so it's all happening at the same time. It isn't a sequential. Okay, so I was listening to something. I was reading an article, and it was about the confidence level in television, and really, I mean, it's plummeting. It is plummeting here in Spain. One of the programs that it's been running for God knows how many years, and it's all about gossip. It's closing down, right? Why? Because they haven't got the audience that they used to have. The audiences are dropping. The news audiences are dropping so fast. And let me tell you what's happened here in Spain. And I thought, that's interesting. So all of the reporters, the news reporters, have got together, and they have reported, they have complained officially, legally, that they are now not allowed to report the news that they want to report. They are saying now that the news is nothing more than government propaganda. Okay? They're just doing that now. And they said what happened was, they said they've done it they've reported it 3 times, and nobody's taken any notice of them. And I thought, and now it's coming out. After 2 years of spewing out government propaganda, now finally the reporters are starting to say, we don't want to do this because it's nothing more than government propaganda. And I think, why now? Why now? Well, I think for a couple of reasons. One is that they know that the ratings are dropping so fast that they've got to get some kind of credibility. The news reporters getting together and complaining about government propaganda, do you think that's by their plan? I don't think so. I think the news groups and the media groups have said, hey, we need to get a strategy to get some kind of credibility back, because they haven't got any. They really haven't got any. And that wave of the television and the media, that wave of awakening is happening so quickly, so absolutely quickly. They are shitting themselves. They really are. So what am I saying, I suppose, and I just wanted to chat, to talk about things that I'm watching. What I'm aware of is this. we are on a fantastic path. Everything is happening the way that it needs to happen. And no matter what you might be told, the amount of people that are waking up is exponential. It is, and remember, I said this right at the beginning, waking up is unidirectional. There is only one way. You can't wake up and then go back to sleep. If you do, you're not woken. You're a twanger. But when you wake up, you can't unsee. You can't unhear. And so it's kind of like it's inevitable. It's inevitable that we're going to reach that 70% or whatever it is of people who are going to wake up. And the 30% of the people who are going to deny no matter what. We're on our way. We are really on our way. And there's no stopping it. So really, what I'm saying is, this crap that they keep throwing at us, this fear that they keep throwing at us, that's not our business. That's not our place. We don't need to take notice of that. Will it happen? Will it not happen? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But we've just been through 2 years of hell. And we're still here. You're still listening to me. I'm still making videos. You know, there's something that occurred to me. The expression, this too shall pass. Truly I believe that if we just have the balls to wait this out, it's going to all be beautiful. And we may have to wait out some tough stuff. And I know some people are waiting out some really tough stuff. But if we just keep waiting, we just keep working on ourselves, we keep ourselves strong, eat well, read well, watch well, do everything well, take care of yourself, do exercise, meditate, do all of these things, take care of yourself, and this too shall pass. What we do know, and what I know in my heart, is that where we're going to is beautiful. We've got to pass through some shitty looking towns on our journey to get to the palace. Yeah? Like the Wizard of Oz. To get to the palace and all of that beautiful, they had to go through a lot. Yeah? And I know there's a lot of double meaning behind the Wizard of Oz. But when they got there, what did they say? That the monster was just this little old man behind the curtain who had no power except fear. And we are heading to a beautiful place. And all we got to do is just get through this. How do we do that? We stay strong, we stay united, we help one another. God only knows how many we are now. I mean, we are many, many. And remember, there are many people who are not speaking, who are awake and who are not speaking because they're frightened. Right? Give them a chance. All they need to do is suffer enough, and they'll start speaking out. All we need is a couple of movements where it's visible and people will start to stand up and speak out. But there are lots of people who are awake who are terrified to speak out. All of the people who are saying there's damage and they've been told don't speak out, yo, no, shut up, it's for the greater good and all of that, they're all there bubbling and fuming and they're waiting to speak out. When it happens, we'll feel it, but we're nearly there. So just keep going, just keep going on, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, and everything's going to be fine. We're going to get there, and we're going to get there together, and then we're going to have a big party. Okay, a world party that's going to last a long time, 1,000 years maybe. Okay, I love you all. I'll see you soon.